Hello and welcome to Full Stack Web Development Bootcamp. We have already completed the HTML part and the only thing remaining is we need to make a project with all the things what we have learned. So in this video we are going to make an HTML project. We will be making a resume kind of thing with only HTML. When we learn CSS, we will be styling that resume again. So first let us start our video after an intro. So I have opened my VS Code here. This is the last file video 5.html, and what I will do is I'll go to my web development folder. In the web development, I will make a new folder again and I will give the name as resume, and I will open this folder with VS Code and I'll close this. And what we need to do is we'll be creating a file named as profile. I'll name it profile.html, and here I will use an exclamation mark for the boilerplate, and I will give the title as my name Muhammad Mubashir, and here profile. Save this, and if you don't get a button here, what you can do is right click here and you can go with this open with live server. So now we are up here with the Chrome, and what I will do is first I need my name here. First I need my name and my profile picture here. So for that what I will do is for the image I can directly use image, right? But what I need is with the image I need some text as well beside that. So as you know we can use table, right? So first I will give a table here, and in the table I will make a row which is tr, and in that I will make a td, and in that td I will give image, and the source will be, we need to give the image source, right? So what I will do is I have an image here. Let me open this with downloads, and I'll copy this and I'll paste in the resume folder here. I'll rename this to pic, and the source will be pic jpg, and alternate text will be profile picture. And when I save this, you can see we got my image here, and let me change the width of this with 400 and save. It's still, I think it's okay. Change this to 350. Yeah, and now what I need is I need my name and something like my bio here. So for that, in a td what I will do is I will give my name here, which will be written with this h1 tag. Yeah, I am done with my name here, and when I save this, check this out, I got my name here beside of my profile picture. And then I need a small paragraph, it tells about me. So I will use a p tag here inside the td, and I will write something like aspiring developer, and something like fond of technology. Yeah, and what I will do is when I save this, you can see here aspiring developer and fond of technology. I want to style this with the help of this em tag. We have already learned that em, and I'll cut this closing tag and I'll paste it here. Yeah, this looks good. And what I want is I want this font of technology to be a kind of link. So for that I will use a tag here, and in the a tag I will give my YouTube channel link, which is https, and I'll cut this font of technology and I will paste it here. And when I save this, see, font of technology, and when I click on this I will be redirected to my channel page. And I'll give a attribute here, which is the target attribute, so that it opens in a new tab. And okay, and next thing I want to do is I want to give an another p tag, and yeah, I am an Android and web developer, full stop, right. And we are done with the table here. Let me show you. This looks something like this, and what I want is I want some more space here between the image and the text here. So in the table I will use an attribute which is called cell spacing, and I will give it something 20. Yeah, check this out. I got some space from here and I got some space here as well. When I have an extension here which is this one. The name of this extension is something like pesticide, and when you click on this you will be given with some lines here, and this is what we got with the help of the cell spacing attribute here. These lines, the space here, this space. And the next thing I am going to do here is I will give a hr tag here for a line hr. When I save this I got a line here, and after the line I need a heading which says h2 hobbies, right? And in that hobby I'll be giving a subheading I like teaching, so for that I will be giving h4 which says teaching. And in that, like hobbies are like a list, right? So for that I will be using list, and it will be an unordered list, and in that unordered we know we need to use list items, right? So for that I'll be using list items, and in a first list item I will be giving app development course, and I will copy this again, and here I will give full stack web development course. And when I save this I got hobbies, and here I got a subheading which says teaching, and I got app development course, and I'll give here something like mobile app web development course. And I will also change this to links here. Let me open my channel, and this is the web development, right? I'll copy the link and I will change this to a tag which says link, and in the href I will give the link, and I will cut this and paste it here. And when I save this became a link, and when you click on this you will be redirected to that page. And I will give the target attribute to blank, and the same way I will do with the mobile app development also. So let me go to my channel again, and it's my Android playlist. I will be copying this, and we will also learn Android, but I thought first let me complete the web development course. So let me copy this and give a tag here in the href, paste the link and cut this and paste it here, save. Yeah, these both became links here, and I will give the target attribute here as well, target blank. Yeah, so the hobby section is done, and I will give something like work experience. I also want to show my work experience. So after this unordered list items, I will give a h3 or h2. Let me give here h3 and say work experience. Save this and work experience. If you want, you can also give a hr tag here. When you save this, you will be getting a line here. And in the work experience, what you can do is we will again be using a table. So let me come up with a table here, and in the table we will be using t head, and in the t head I'll be making a row, and in that row, as we are using the t head, we'll be using th here instead of td. So in the th, first I'll be giving the dates, and I'll be copying this, and here I'll be giving something like work. And when I save this, see, I got dates and work. First I will give a cell spacing here, cell spacing to 10, right? And again we have made a t head, right? Our work in the th is done. And in the t body, see, why I haven't used t head and t body here is we don't have something like headings and the table data. We just need to show my image and my something text here. So for that I haven't used t head and t body. But here we need something like headings and we need something like data here, right? So for that I'll be using t head and t body, and here we'll be coming up with the t body, and in that t body I will make a row, and in that row we need table data, right? So first we need date here, right? So I will be giving the date, which is 2019 to 2020. I was a lead developer at lead Android developer at ProgramX app, and I will making okay, first let me save this. Yeah, date and the work, and I'll be making a new row again, and in that I'll be making a new data td, which says in the 2020 I was lead Android developer at .com generations, and I'll making a new row again which says 2020 to present. Okay, I forgot to use td here, so td, it says 2020 to present, front end web developer at Arcalis. What I want is I want to change this Arcalis here. So for that I'll be using a tag which says https, and let me save this. And when I click on this, I don't know whether the link is correct or not. So yeah, it's correct. So this is our startup here. So I have linked this website to that page, to my web page, and let me close this and close this. Okay, let me go back and I want this to be open in a new page, so target. And here the works experience thing is done, and I will be using an other HR tag which will be giving us a line. And in the next, what we want is, I want to show my skills here. So for that I'll be using h3 tag, and I will give the heading as skills, right? And in the skills I want you to show something which is called nested tables. So let me tell you this. First of all, we'll be making a table which will look like this. So we'll have two columns, right? The first one and the second one. So what I want is, let us imagine I have something 5 or 6 skills. So I want them to be shown side by side. So what I will do is, I will show 3 skills at this the left side and 3 skills at the right side. But what I want is, with the skill I also want to show some star rating, which says, for example, in video editing I am something like 4-star editor, and in mobile development I am a 3-star mobile developer, something like that. So for the skills we will be making a table, and for the rating and the skill name we will be making an another table which looks something like this. So we have a first table which is this white color one, and in that we'll be using nested tables, in which we will have our skill name and the rating, star rating. Okay, so in the left side we'll be giving 3 skills, and in the right side we'll be giving 3 skills. So let us come to our VS Code again, and let us give a table tag here, and in the table I will give tr. And in the table I will make a row, and in that again I will make a td, and in that td, let us think this is something for the left side. So for that again I will make a table here in the td, and in that table again we need a row, and in that row again we need something td, and in here I will give something like android developer, or it's skill, right? So I need to give android development, and let me copy paste this, and here I will give something like 3 stars or 4 stars. What you can do is, so if you are using a Windows machine, what you can do is, you can just click Windows key and dot here, and you will come up with this emoji page, and here you can find something for star, and you got this, right? You can use this. Okay, 3 star. And I have used this for the Android development. What I will do is, let me save this. See, I got something, this Android development. When you click on this pesticide, see we have a table in a, okay, let me give something like cell spacing, which says 10 cell spacing. See, this is a table, the green one, and in that we have another table. So let me give another row here, tr, and in that tr I need a td, which says web development, and I'll copy paste that, and again I will copy these stars and I'll paste it here, right? And I need another tr here for something like video editing, in which I am a 4-star video editor out of 5. So I'll remove this, save. So check this out, I got Android development, web development, and video editing here. And here at the right side of this I need another table, right? Like a column. So what I will do is, we have completed our td, right? The first td, the main td. Here I will make another td, and in that I will be using another table, and in that table again I will be using t row and td, and here I will name a skill which is ethical hacking, and I will paste 3 stars here, and again I'll give something like, for example, photography or something, td, which says photography. And I'm not that good at photography, so I'll give it 2 stars. And check this out, we got here two tables. When you click on this pesticide, see, this is a table, this one, this line is a table, and this line here is a table. And we have these two tables are nested in a main table, which is this table is the main one, and these two tables are inside this table. So this is nothing but nested tables. When you can just stop the video and you can look it carefully to understand what is going on here. So we are done with the skills also. And what I want is, at last I want a contact page. So I will not be making contact page here. I'll make a new file which says contact.html, and in the profile only I will be using a tag, to which I'll be redirecting it to the contact HTML, and here I'll be using text as contact me, and I'll save this. Say this is our profile, and when you click on this contact me, you will be redirected to another page, which is this one, this HTML. And let us do this. Access the boilerplate, and here in the title, contact me. Save this, and you got your name as something like contact.html. And the contact.html, first I will use a h1 tag which says my contact details. Okay, and again I will use another tag for my phone number, which is something 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. And again I will use a paragraph for my email, which is Mohammed Mubashir 204. This is my email address, and I will give a HR tag here. And then I will use a form. We have also learned about forms, right? So form, and I have already told you about the action, right? We need to give the server, we need to give the address of the server, or where our information needs to go. So we will talk about that after some time. So first let us fill up this form with something like label. So I haven't told you about label, but label is same like a p tag. When we made a form in the previous videos, we used p instead of label, and here we'll be using label. Why, I will tell you in some time. In label, we got an attribute which says fur, leave that now. And in the label, what we will do is, we'll give something like your name, right? And in that I will give an input text here, input, which is of type text, and I'll give an id which says name. And after the name we need email address, right? So for that again I'll use a label, your email, and here I will use something like input, which is of type email, and name would be email. If you want, you can skip the name, and id will be email. And after that I'll be using something like label again, and your message, and I will use a input tag, which, sorry, I will be using a text area, which the name of message and id as message. When I save this, see, I got something like your name, your email, your message. So these are inline elements, which means they will not take the width of the whole page. For example, this p tag is not an inline element. This is a block element, which means whatever you write after this p tag will be forced to go into the new line, right? Like this. I have used a p tag here. I have used a p tag here. We have so much space here, even though it went into the new line. even this h1. But when I used label here or input here, we have more space right here. So for that's why these came beside this. So these are called inline elements. So for that I will use a hr tag, and when I save this, okay, so not hr, I will be using the br tag, and again I will be using here a br tag again, and when I save this, yeah, this is right. And after the text area, I'll use something like input submit with the value of send email, and again I will use something like input reset, the value of reset data. Save, and if you want you can use a br tag here and save. Yeah, so now our contact details page is done. So why I use label here is, for example, when you click on this you can type here, when you click on this you can type here. But what happens with for is, you gave an id for this input element, right? This input is nothing but this input. So you gave an id here, so we can access an element with the help of id. So this id I will give here for name. When I save this, what happens is, even if you click on this your name, you will get a cursor here in the input element. In the same way, you have an id for this input element which is of type email, this one. We gave an id email, so for that in the for I will give email, and when I save this, and when you click on this your email, you will get a cursor here. In the same way, I want for this also your message, so I gave an id message. I'll copy this, and in the for I will paste it, and when I save this, when you click on this your message, you will get a cursor here. And what should happen when we click on this send email? So nothing is happening, right? So what I will do is, in the action we have a value which says mail to. So for example, when I click, I will be writing here mail to, and in the column I should write an email to whom this data should be sent to. For example, someone came to your page and or this website, and he wants to write you an email. So what he will do is, he will write your name. For example, my name is Hruday, and my email is something like hruday123 at gmail.com, and my message is something like hello. And he want this data to be sent to the developer of this page or someone who owns this web page. Okay, so when he send on this send email, all this data should be sent to that person, right? So for that I will give a developers, or you can give your email address here. When you save this, and when you click on this something, let me give you, when you click on this send email, what happens is, if you have a mail app here, automatically you will be redirected to that. I have a mail app here, I haven't set that app, so let me set up it. So I have closed my mail again. What I will do is, I will again click on this send email. So when you click on the send email, see from Mohammed Mubashir to Mohammed Mubashir, because this is my email, right? If you are using someone's email or your email, you will get your email here, and what which email you have written here will be come to this place. And we also need this text, right? This message. So for that, what I will do is, I will use some attributes here, which is the method. First, you just need to write method and give the value as post. We will be talking about this later. And we also have one which says encrypt, and you need to just do this text and plain. Save this. Just you do this. We'll be talking about this everything later in the server videos. In the backend, we'll be discussing the backend. And now what I'll do is, these are important, right? So I will give required attribute here, required, and even here required, and even here required, and save this. And let me write here something, and here also we gave this as required, right? When you click on this send email, see, we got the message as wew, something that we wrote here in the message section. So in this way you can make your own resume. What we will do is, after learning CSS, we will be styling this entire thing. So hold on with our channel. So let me tell you what we did. So first we gave the title here, and after that, so that a photo and some text should be beside, we made a table with the cell spacing of 20, so that we got spacing here. And in the first row we gave our image, and in another column we gave our name and something about us like a bio, and again we gave a line here. And in the hobbies we used an unordered list items, and in the work experience again we used a table, a normal table with t head and t body. And in the skills we used a nested table which started here and ended here. In one table, okay, in one table we used two tables here in two columns. Okay, to use in a column we use td, right? So in td we made a table, and in other tb we made another table. And normally we gave text and stars here. And again we made another html page, and in that we gave our name and email. And in the form action we gave something like mail to and the receiver's email id. And in the method we gave post, and encrypt we gave text plain. We'll be talking about that later. And normally we use label here instead of p element or p tag. And in the label after that we used something like input, and again label, and again input, and then we use something like text area. So our html part is done. We'll be learning css from the next video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will meet you in the next one. Bye bye.